Right, hey all, I hope everyone is well. Rebo here, going to record and have a bash at the single play weekly. It's, I believe it's par 5, so nice little change there from sort of grinding it out everywhere. I mean, obviously there's going to be lots of low scores, so got to go low, but a bit more fun than the usual high wind, 14 green, links RSG, St George's or whatever. So let's have a go and see how we get on. I will just do the usual talk and play and see what comes. Moderate winds, so now I have the sort of slightly longer driver and longer 3-wood. I would hope to be able to get to most of the ones that are reachable. Computer seems to be running a little bit slow today. Not quite sure why, but let's get this out of the way to start with. Okay, where are we? So we've got a nice wind for this hole. Always nice to have it off the right coming into the green, I find. Slight headwind. Let's get cracking. Trying to feed this down the right side, a bit tight. Just gives us a better angle in. Okie dokie. See if we can get off to a good start here. 194, 11, 16. Now the problem we've got here is deciding if this is a headwind or a tailwind. I'm going to say it's not a head. It was a slight headwind from the tee, and now we're coming across here. So by all rights, it should be a nothing wind. So I might just play this as 0 and maybe make a last-minute adjustment. So we got what, 194 and 11 uphill, 17 wind. Da, 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 da. 194, 11, 17, 0. So we've got 189 and we've got nice full 4-iron, full backspin here. So now it's really just sort of guessing which way it is, and then if we don't know, sort of making a sort of best case decision about where to leave it. I mean, there's no doubt if we were going there, I think it's tail. I mean, you can see if we draw a flat line across the screen, it's definitely pointing a bit up, and we're going that way. Here you'd say it was pretty much dead flat. I'm just going to go no wind. These are the ones I'd far rather it be 60% into here, because at least you know what it's going to do. So this one could go long or short, which is a bit annoying. So we want to kind of finish there. We don't really want to be above the hole here. That's a bit much. We can't miss the ding left here either because it's going to sail into the crap here. So got to sort of allow for a bit of a missed ding right, even if we ding it. I'm going to go there. Now we just wanted to get close because this pin maybe yards. That's what you want to see when you get the heartbeat. It's on 13 greens, 8.2, 1.4. Put that in all wrong. Now I've forgotten. 8.2, 1.4. 8.2, 1.4. 7.5 putt. Now we need to decide whether we're dotting or non-dotting. I think we're dotting. Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5. It's not great because we've got 5 here and 9 there, so it's getting progressively quicker at the hole. I mean, I think we have to take 7 as our number. A little bit worried about this. So 14, 42%. See how it looks. How are we hitting this again? 7.5. I feel it's about right. Just worried about that. Let's go with that. 1.7 uphill, 1.4 uphill. Okay, good start. We'll start well early, I find, on this path. These par 5s, they sort of get progressively harder, particularly the back 9. I don't know if this is terrible or not. I haven't played this hole since E-Tour, really. What we need to do here, because we're into the headwind and then we're going over here, we need to be as close to the edge here as we can. We can be pretty aggressive because it's such a high wind, and it's off the right. So I'm going to go there. Missed it last minute because I don't want to go right into the bunker, and I realised last minute I've got the 253 wood now, so it should mean that we've got a better chance of getting home anyway. So this should be quite a good win for us. Yeah, it's a nice sort of cushioned wind there. So 213, 51 up, 19 in. Now, with this wind, we're better long than short because it's not going to roll right up here. Could even spin back on its first bounce. So, got to be careful not to allow too much wind here because we're severely uphill as well. So, the wind angle is about, I don't know if we've got a better angle to see it. No, not really. So I mean that wind angle is about 90%, but I'm going to put in 80, I think, because of how far we are uphill. But then it is very strong. Let's go in between. If in doubt. So we've got 248 here. Full backspin is 246. 80%, so that's going to take more wind off its 248. If we come up short here, it's not going to roll on, I don't think, in that headwind. So I'm going to go the 80% and just hope it's not too long. What we can't afford to do is be up here. So we want to be aiming here because it rolls back down to the pin and then a bit for the wind. I'm going to go there. I feel pretty good about it, but you just never know. Come on, roll back nicely. If it goes all the way, oh no, more. Oh, go on. Oh, if it got going a bit earlier, that was in, but we shall take it. So very nice start. I mean, we got two lovely wins there. I mean, if I'd not made eagle there, I would have been very upset. So now we've got to, we're not going to reach this one. Now we just need to make sure we don't make any mistakes on these birdie holes. Got 37 here. Just going to play a full 60 no spin, I think. 37, 38, 39. 2 extra, 41, but we're very low on the meter. I think we're going to hit it 43. It's 43 too much. No, I think we're good. It might be a yard pass, but I'd rather get it there. Terrible wind aim for the ding. Not very good at those, actually, to be honest with you. I always feel like I'm under reading the wind from short distance. I don't like missing on the other side for some reason. 3.3, 0.6. I always do this because I just want to see what it's giving me as a base hit, especially when it's breaky like this. So it's saying 2.6. I want to hit this at least 3.75. I think if I hit this 3.75, I might miss here though. Just went pacier and left the aim there. Could do with the tailwind here. Very nice. Never been particularly great at this hole. I'm always trying to sort of work out how to land it there rather than, I might just play this more naturally to the pin. See what that works out, because what I do is I sort of try to put the yardage in for here, then end up coming short because it's uphill and then getting a horrible bounce from there. I think with this wind, landing on the front wouldn't be that bad. So I'm going to play this naturally, I think. 250, 30 uphill. We might not be able to reach anyway in terms of the landing here, but we'll see. 250, 30 up, 10 wind. So about 20% wind. Probably put 15 in because it's uphill. So same 258. And this is 246. So all I'm going to do now is just check that we're not doing anything stupid and that we can definitely carry this. I know we can, but 229, 28. Good one. Yeah, 237. So we should be safe on the carry. So now our question is, do we want to play full backspin, which only gets us 246, but we know we're going to get some form of jump on, but probably not that big a jump on because it's not much tailwind. So I'm just going to should have just typed it back in. So we've got 258 versus 246. It's all on the roll, really. Short is obviously better than long, but I feel like if we just go full backspin here, we might land here and just dribble on. So I'm just going to go there, just take 2 off. It's also so uphill that I don't really want to come in, and this driver is medium high. I'm going to go one less, just 90%. See what that does. It's 3 nice heartbeats. Come on, get up there. Go, 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 go. Take that. 5.5, 1.5. 3.2. So we're going to have another dot versus non-dot question here. No dots this time. So it's saying he did 3.2. I don't want to dribble it. So I'm probably going to go outside left edge with more power. 3.2, 4.5. I always think you can judge this by, there's no way if I hit this 4.5 it's missing this, it's missing on this side. It's only whether it's going to break too much. Actually barely broke at all. Wow, we're getting some wins here. This is where we want the wins. We don't want them on the back 9, we want them on the front 9. Tighter we go down the left, it's shorter the shot is in. But it's a worse angle as well. Yeah, we definitely can reach. It's just whether 3, what are we going to go here? We're going to go like 330, aren't we? Which leaves 250 in. So it's going to be a 3-wood downwind. Don't think we can get to 3 iron range. Just going to go there. And no roll at all. Not an easy shot, this one. About the hardest, one of the hardest ones where you can reach into with tailwind, I think. Let's put the numbers in to start with. 246, 4, 10. Be careful of these trees here. So we're aiming left. Can't get a wind read on this at all. %, 60%. No, it's not that much, is it? That says sort of 35. We're going more here. I think it's more like 50%. $242, so like just over 97%. I'm concerned about these trees. I mean, by the time it's got there, it should have moved left, moved right, but what we can't afford to do here is ding it left. So we're going to be sort of trying to land it there-ish. Alright, see how we get on. Just under or just over? 241, 242. No heartbeat this time. Looks like it might be long. Only a little bit. Not bad, gives us a chance. Not great. 25, 7.4. 10.4 putt. Awful camera angles. Well, we know from history that this is a right to left putt, but straightens up there. Pretty consistent from the start there. So I think what we got to do here is sort of count the dots to sort of here-ish, and then it straightens up. So I'm going to use this as the average. Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3. So we got sort of 13s here, but these ones are slower still. We are going across some of those. I'm going to go 14 as an initial setup. 14 to 28 gives us a box, a break. That's about a box of break. But then it's not going to turn at the end here, so we've definitely got to move it back here. And to be honest with you, it's moving so little here that I'm going to move it quite significantly back. We are hitting it slowly, so it will turn. I still think it's less break than that. There, on this line, you'd say it's going to move inside pretty quick. Okay. Got to be a little bit careful here, because it's a big drop off here. If you hit this 1.5 foot too hard, it can roll off the green. I don't worry about that with our numbers because they're pretty much spot on. You just got to be a little bit careful. If it was tailwind 15, for instance, you'd want to be a bit careful. So 25, 7.4 wants us to hit 10.4. Oh, I had that at 7.4, not 10.4. I still feel like it's just not going to break very much. Go with my gut instinct. I'm going to hit this 10.5. It is quite down. No, I'll go 10.4. Yeah, I think it's the cam angles more than anything. The other dots were much quicker. Those dots, because we're on the angle, look slower. So really the dot count wasn't that far off, and my gut instinct was the troublemaker. But even if we hit a better putt than that, there's a good chance it wouldn't go in, so never mind. We got here Endies. More tail. Pretty sick. Not been getting very close to this one lately, so sort of had it down with the 85 irons. Put that in the rough, have I? Got a good kick. Because I always knew they were going to run a little bit, but these irons, it's so easy to, if you any backspin and you put it into here, and you're a yard too far and catch the upslope, it just stops dead, and you've got a horrendous putt that you have to aim like here. So we need to be thinking about that, either hitting a sort of 40-50% iron shot. I mean, we're only going in with like 6 iron here or something, which means we're going to have even more spin on the ball. We can't land it over the hill. Don't think. We could, but we'd have a 20-footer back, so we've got to go for it. So I'm going to be careful of this bank, because that's what I keep doing. So I'm going to sort of aim this a little bit further back. And what we've also got to be careful of is that reducing the spin then is going to reduce the wind effect. So it's, it's quite a complex shot. 175, 4, 14. It's probably just a complex shot because I'm not very confident with it at the moment. So we've got kind of 90% wind there. So it's telling us to hit 166. So a 50% 7 iron might not be a bad thing. I still think it's going to stop quickly. Still thinking about whether I can fly this because it was such a short shot. We'll just land it there and roll it 20 foot past. I'm going to stick with this shot because it's the way to get it closest. But I'm just really confused about whether that's going to go 167. Yeah, I'm going to go a 50% 7 iron. My worry is it's going to land more here and then never get the momentum to get over the hill. And the more we reduce the spin, the more the wind is reduced. So maybe I'll go 40%. Because what I've been doing doesn't work at the moment, so just hope it gets over here because this could be embarrassing if not. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to aim left of the pin because I want it to roll over there, ideally. We think this is a slightly right to left wind. What we don't want to do is catch the apron. Taking out far too long over this shot. Okay. Not a great miss. It's going to hurt us on power as well. Yeah, it's a really funny one because like everything that I did was to try and roll it to not get trapped on the hill, but then all I ended up doing was landing it further back and never going to have enough rollout on it. So I think really there, I should have just landed it here. I mean, just stupid really. The only good news is we've managed to get far enough up that we don't have this ridiculous hill here, so at least we still got a chance, but that was a poor shot. Need to get my head around that. 49.9. I used to eagle it all the time with the 85 irons as well. 49.9, 5.6 down. This is wattable as well, wedge putt. But I just don't like the kick it might get. I'm sort of tempted by it actually. Landing on a down slope, 13 greens downwind, downhill. Nah. So we've got 28-foot putt. And then we've got some serious dottage to work out. So clearly there's a lot of break here in the middle. Actually, this is still a very breaky putt. This is going to be like 5 grids. Less here. Less here. Shed loads in the middle. So I'm going to use this as our immediate. Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3. So there are some quicker than 3s, but I'm going to use 3 because the rest of them are slower. That's me saying. Actually, I might watt this now. I think watting might be more sensible here because this is going to be like a 7 break. Yeah, I'm going to watt this. So we can do a little watt shot here. So the first thing we're going to do is aim. We know we're going to land sort of here-ish. So we're going to kick down and to the right. So we need to allow quite a lot because it's going to roll as well. So I'm going to sort of go there. And what we do is we go to the wedge. It's a bit of a risk this, but sod it, why not? It's only a weekly for 300 credits or something. So we're going here, and we've got 16.7, 17 yards we'll say, and 5, we'll just do whatever it was before. Oh, sorry. This is our watt down here. 17 yards minus 5.6, green speed 13. So it's telling us 35.4, which I don't hate. It's a bit low on the meter here, so I might want to hit it just a little bit more than that. But we're in tailwind, and we're landing on a downslope, and it's going to run out magnified. So I'm sort of thinking that 35.3 might be quite a good number. Hitting low on the meter, it's going to land in here somewhere, isn't it? I'm going to go 35. Got a bad feeling about this. Oh! I mean, it's a good job we hit the hole. We go miles past, but it nearly went in. I'm surprised it's gone that far past, to be honest with you. But at least we got the read right. But oh dear. God, blimey, even when it was going towards the hole, I didn't think it was going 12 feet past. Anyway, a bit of fun. 12, 0.1. It was all the downwind and landing on the downslope and then the rollout, and I didn't trust the meter that we'd get far enough over it. We didn't land that far over the hill, so if we'd taken much more power off, we could have easily got it jammed at the top as well. So probably putting that was more sensible. I just fancied it for one. 12.1. Be a shame to cock this one up after the start. 8.7. Just going to feel putt this, I think. It's just a bit of right to left into the wind, so it means we can hit it a bit harder as well. We're not using dots, so that helps. It's got 8.7, so my choice is whether I want to hit this 10.5. I think I probably do with that wind and just give it a good old rattle. I think that's enough. I've got a feeling he's going to miss here. Okay, good save. Made a meal out of that hole for sure with a tailwind. But we got it done. Right, we deserve a headwind. This isn't a terrible headwind because it's not going to be a headwind going to the green. So I don't think we get home, but so we've had lots of nice winds. So what we want to do is try and get over this ridge and get a bounce on, then we might be able to get home. I think it's going to get stuck at the top though. Go ball! Go! Yeah, just needed 2 or 3 yards more. It's funny when you just get to know the holes and you know what it's going to do before it even does it. So we can't get home here. We might be able to crawl onto the front or something, but I think it's just going to be a pitch. Hmm, 23 isn't a great number. Yeah, got this hill to consider as well. I should have missed it over here. Can a pitch get there? Into the wind, 2 uphill, it only goes 21, so the answer fairly radically is no, it can't. So the option here is a punch, but I just don't like the landing zone here. I'm not sure I've got a choice. The choice is to fall back, spin a 4-shot. I think that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to punch this. No, I'm going to fall back, spin this. Just check the wind isn't howling, because it could spin. No, it won't. We're too close for it to spin. So we've got 23, 24, 25, let's say. God damn it. Just trying to see if my line's even remotely correct. So what did we say? 23, 24, 25 plus 7, 32. Take the pin out, you idiot. It's 33. You went in, I think. Take it, eagle hole, but not when you can't reach. This would be a good one for a big tail. 5 mile an hour head. You've got a choice here to kind of push it a bit sort of more aggressively up there, which leaves a more holeable shot in, but it's more dangerous. We'll just go for the sort of 55-yard shot from there. I'm probably just going to put it into here, I think. It's a bit risky, but I've been hitting the ding well on the 3-wood, so it's only like 10 yards, but it gives us a better chance. Yeah, I'm going to go with the fullback. No, I'm going to go with the no spin. Nothing gives you a putter read for there. So we've got 36, 37, 41-ish. 41's aggressive, I think. Or not aggressive at all. Mine was good as well. 5.4, 0.9. I can't remember if it was up or down now. Uphill, 5.9, 5.2, so 6 isn't firm. Been caught out with this putt a few times. You look here, there's quite a lot of dot movement, and you look here, nothing. Put the average together and it's left to right. How, I don't know, because basically none of these are moving. That's moving right to left, so I don't know how an average can... Bad memories. I'll just hit it harder. Overthink it, but sometimes it's better to do that than underthink it. Tailwind would be nice here. Okay. A shame. It's always a fun shot, this one. And it's not the easiest of birdies because of the pin position. I always preferred being on the left side because it means that you've got a flatter shot. I know a lot of people play down there, but I just find the elevation a bit more difficult. Okay, 82.8. Pretty straight wind. 82.8. 82.6. I'm going to take a little bit off that. Okay, 7. 82.7, 18. $92. So I always aim a bit left here. I started aiming too far left because the further you aim it left, the more it rolls, and then the more it rolls past. So you just want to be just sort of just left of the pin from memory. Just trying to find if there's any wind. Looks pretty damn straight. Yeah. 2.9, 1.3. Just be a little bit careful with these. I'm not even going to put the numbers in because it's going to tell me to hit it like 0.8. So this feels like it should be a complete gimme, but it's definitely not a complete gimme. It's just going to move dead left straight away. So I'm thinking here of hitting this 3.75 on the line that I am. But that's quite pacey. Christian is will it turn? I'm going to say yes it is. Right, so we've had our fun on the front. And now we've got the harder 9, obviously starts with quite a nice hole here. Not ideal wind with the front pin. But at least it means we can get it down there quite far. Nearly too far. So that just means we're going in with less iron, which means we'll get less, we'll get more spin, more height, less roll, but it's still going to roll this one. So we want to be landing this on the sort of front here for a sort of one hop and roll up is the ideal thing. So 162, 38, 17. Now we've allowed for, no, we haven't allowed the wind at all yet, have we? So that's about a 85% wind. So what I could do here is allow less wind because it's uphill. But I think I'm not going to because we want to land it shorter than what we've programmed. So my hunch is to hit this a little bit, put it in at 85% and then still hit it maybe just a little bit less. I'd rather be even just off the front of the green for a pitch than sort of 20 foot past. But it can happen sometimes. So you've got 163, 97%, 6 iron. Yeah, I'm just going to hit that, I think. I think it's probably going to go long, but... Just going to recheck my aim. Is that enough? Okay. Sit. Sit. So yeah, we just landed it a yard or two further than we thought, but pretty happy with that. I preferred 4 foot because anything that says 5 and 2 downhill, I always dislike. 5.9, 2.2, but happy with the shot. It's telling us it's 2.8, but we're not going to do that again. Hit this 3.75 again. We've got to make sure that's not that much harder than it's saying, so still got to allow break here. The problem is, it's that dot there worries me. I think if we go there, it's going to miss right. I kind of knew that was inevitably going to happen. I don't know. It was that one dot. I thought it was going to break right at the start, and it just never moved at all. Oh, man. I mean, that's moved about a centimetre in total. Infuriating. Never mind. Real kick in the teeth, that. Lovely shot in. Okay, so this is another eagle hole, but have we got the wind to get there? 561, it's going to be tight. That's sort of saying headwind, but we're on the angle. I'm actually trying to work out what is a tailwind to go in there. The more we go over here, the longer we go, but then we're going more into the wind there. So I'm sort of tempted to try and finish there-ish. .251, so we're right on the cusp. So we'll land this sort of here-ish. 245.4 is suggesting a small tail. .245.411. .245 shot. I think a yard extra isn't too bad news, so I think we're going to go full out here. Might be more than 10% wind. I might just take a. Do I want to take some off? I just don't want to knock it into this hill because it stops dead. My hunch here is that 3 woods always go further than you think, so I'm just going to take a little bit off it. That's going to hurt. Oh, that's not too bad, just a little misting right till we were stiff. 10.9, 0.8. .2 feet. Keyword camera angles, god damn it. I don't think I can trust the dots here, so I think I'm just going to feel putt this. Saying 7.2, I'm tempted to hit this 9 and just go aggressive because we're into the wind as well. Okay, good job. Needed that one after the last one, really. Now it gets harder. Don't think we can get over here, can we? Don't even know where the pin is at the moment. with apparel you can get over this. Front pin. 289, no. So it's always whether you want to risk being right here for a pitch or sort of a fiddly little shot from there, but I'm going to just put it there, I think. 260 minus 30, 10. 238. That's not too much. It's funny when your instinct is sharp. It's just that dawned on me after, just as I was taking the meter up. Suddenly realised that it was heavy downhill and tailwind, so you get more effect. The good news is it means that we've got a pitch in. That could have been a disaster. I want to see how far we are. Yeah, we weren't that close. So the good news is it gives us a chance of holding it. It's pretty flat there. We really should be scaring the hole here. So we're going to the 60 wedge here because it gets us more distance. And we're going 18, 17, 19. 22, we need 2 extra on it. 17, 19, that's 20, so just over. It's going to hurt us, I think. Oh, that was in, if he dinged it. Ugh. 3.4, 0.9. Didn't carry the fringe by much. 2.4. 3.75. So I think, look at this, 591, 620, 670. We're out of eagles for a little bit. We've got to grind this out. No eagle pin here, really. Good news is we haven't got headwind. So in theory, we should be able to get up there. I didn't really want to miss that ding right. It's going to cost us yards. Probably okay. This is another one at the moment that's doing my head in. Keep rolling up this bank to look like I'm stiff, and then it just rolls back. I've never pulled it off, but lots of us try this, but you can see all the humps there. All it takes is the wrong bounce and you're here, or you hit the hill here and you stop there. I'm going to play this a little bit more conservatively and just try and give ourselves a 30-footer into here. So I'm going to try and land it there. I'll probably take some spin off in a minute. 238, 3, 2 downhill, 16. %. So we've got 233 in. So we could sort of go for a 20% 3-iron, but then we're not going to get the wind effect, and the bounce is going to be. We go for a 90, but that's full backspin. Just like the other Andy's hole, I just got myself in a bit of a muddle with this hole, really. Just keep putting it in here, so I want to keep hitting it further, and then I keep thinking, oh, I don't want to go off the back. We want to land it there. Full backspin, it's not gonna. Could I hit a no spin 3-iron? Let's just try it, you know, for the sake of it, just to make sure we get a bounce. I can't remember the last time I hit a no spin 3-iron, but that takes us 235, and it's 233, but we're going to get less wind effect. We're only going to get 2 wind effect, I think. So if the numbers add up, it's just all on the bounce, really. So we want to be sort of there. Let's give it a go. Oh, please tell me I didn't. Did I take the spin off? Did I play that full backspin? I'm going to have to watch on the video on the way back. I mean, it's just... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's just got in my own head here. I'm assuming that I've hit... 228 carry... 227, no, that's not going to carry full backspin, so it's just a terrible judgment of shot. Which makes this one a bit more difficult because we're landing on the old... I'm not sure if it will give us a... Yeah, well, our problem here is landing it on this slope. So I'm going to put a little bit of check on this. This isn't a shot I play very often, but I can't play full backspin because it's too long of a shot. Because I think it'll spin back up. And I can't play it no spin because I think it's going to jump down. So I'm just going to try and be cute with this, which is probably never the best idea, to try and be cute. But that's what I'm going to do. We also know that this is all right to left, so it's off the wind and the slope. Slope concerns me. It looks a lot here, but I think it's going to kick quite considerably left. So we've got 40 here, 39. So that would be 41, 42. We put some backspin on it. I'm going to go 43 here, I think. Now I'm second guessing myself. 40. 39, 42, 43. Yeah, 43 probably doesn't seem enough, but I think it's going to hop forward. Do I want to do 42? Yeah, check held it up nicely. Dribbled on a little bit further than we wanted, but I was sort of stuck between 42 and 43. 5.9, 0.2. 4.6. If I can hit this 6. Oh my god. Got away with it. I'm worried about this thing being right there for some reason. So a monster long hole into the headwind. Just got to, I'm already thinking about not hitting it off the back of this green. .67, damn it. Okay, 67.2, there's no point in putting any wind in here. 67, I'm just going to play it as 67. So this is the 75 shot I play with just 2 topspin. Short is better than long here, but I don't want to leave a 9-footer either. 67. Tail can't have any effect. So this is like 66. That means it's not off the back of the green, so that's good news. Don't think we need to judge this one. Oh my god, I hit the wrong meter. That is my kryptonite at the moment. My natural gut instinct. All I do is, I didn't even think about going to the 30 meter. My hand just moved the mouse over and clicked it before I'd even looked at the rest of the shot. Oh my god, man. Such a killer. Always when you're doing well as well. Anyway. God. Going to be really interested to see that back on replay. That's the first time I've recorded and done that. And I know I'm just going to see it as soon as the shot loads. It's going to be me just putting the mouse over here, click to 30, just because that's the meter I hit most of the time. Blimey. 2.4 feet. Sometimes you just got to laugh, haven't you? Right, need to get the head back on here because this is perfect time to unravel. And we're in a headwind. Looks pretty safe there. Bit of a left to right wind. We're not going to go through 330, we're going to go to here. Just know that this can go left sometimes, so I'm going to be a bit more pragmatic, I think, and just go there. Should be okay. way back, but so hard to let go of that stuff. Just don't want to get blocked out by the trees here. Hope I haven't done that so right that it goes in the rough. I don't think so, but the worst thing is after that putt, this is literally my worst hole for hitting a 140 shot in here. I just never quite get it right. Still in a bit of shock, frankly. $145, no. I think these wind angles is what does me in. Is that 50%? Maybe 60. $146. Now, what I usually do is go long, and I'm taking spin off, which is going to be less wind effect. So it's an 8 iron. I might go 90%. You watch us come up short now. $15 meter, $15 meter, $15 meter. Idiot. I checked that about 3 times. Now we could use some non-violent headwind here. Oh, Jesus Christ. We can't really complain at the wind. It's just funny in this game that when you make a mistake like that, it's I don't think we can get there. The only problem is if we get it to the front, yeah, we can still putt it. It's a tough putt. It's just not a friendly pitch either. That's a good job. That stopped. No chance I want to putt that. 24 yards though. Killer. Can't pitch it. Full backspin into that wind. It's dangerous as well, you know. But we're only hitting it 24 yards. I think this might be time for punch. The only problem is this hill here. If we land this even a touch short, it's going to roll, it's going to dig its heels into the hill. This is why it's such a pain in the ass when you get headwind on this hole, because it's It's just such a fiddly shot. I mean, in theory, if we get the distance right, it should land there and one hop here. Into the headwind. Okay, long's better than short. So we've got 24 yards. I think there's enough for 2 wind there. 26 yards plus 5, 31. Okay, 25, let's not make a mistake here. Okay. Just proving I can punch. Oh, just... We must have congressional soon. Is this congressional now? It is. Don't we get a headwind again? Okay, we can get home there, but yeah, it could still go horribly wrong. So this is classic pragmatism versus mercurialness. Judging the wind, is it head or tail? I mean, there's that into the factor as well. Right in between clubs. I mean, that looks like it's tailwind there. Wind pushing it into the water, so I have to ding it left. The problem here is I can't get a read on the wind at the moment. I mean, we're a bit of tail there, but then we're going back there, so it feels like it should be, at best, at very best, side wind. And I just feel like that's kidding me on to play tailwind and then come up short. 229 minus 6, 11 flat. Oh dear, that's about the worst possible club we could have. Because if we go to a 40% 3-iron, we're going to lose height. And then we're asking for Inzawata. But alternatively, 227 with a 3-wood is like 92%. That's going to go even lower. I think because of the club, we just have to be a bit pragmatic here. I'm going to go with 30% 3-iron. I mean, even this is dangerous. I'm going to play for this gap here, just so we get a bit more room. Every part of me saying, can't aim over there. I'm going to. And then ding it left, because I still felt like dinging it right would be a bad idea. You see, if we'd gone on a more aggressive line there, that was straight in the water. We did what we could. 26.9, 1.8. We've got to putt at it at least. God damn it. 26.9, 1.8. 16.5. Be a good time to hold one. Got quicker dots at the start. Which tells us it's going to break earlier, so we've got to be aware of that. Dash of wind going that way as well. Shouldn't affect it too much. Okay, so what we're going to use? I'm going to use the quicker dots and go from there. Mississippi 1. So we've got 9s and 10s. The rest are just getting there late, as you can see. So I'm going to go 9s to start with. And 3 8s. Actually quite like that. I mean, in theory, because we've gone 9s, we've gone quicker than, and these are a lot slower. So in theory, we should miss this this side. But I'm not sure we will. It's downhill, so we're trickling it. I don't see there's a way it doesn't break that much. I'm going to go with it. 16.5. Hello, baby. Trust your instinct. Right, I don't know what we want here. Anything that's not total head or total tail. So there's another hole. I must have tried it 100 times to stop it on the green, and I just always catch the wrong place. Minus 21. I don't do anything stupid here. I'm just going to put the number in for the sake of it, 234, 2012. Oh, we're headwind. I was like, 250, that's quite a good number. Apart from it's not at all. 230. Yeah, so we just got no shot there. We can't hit 3 wood and we can't hit 3 iron. Just won't stop, won't get up. So I'm just going to play into here. Oh, I hate laying up. Okay, 223, 16, 12. 218, 80% backspin. Good, I was trying to be aggressive there to give ourselves a pitch, and we've just about managed it. So we've got right to left wind, tiny right to left roll. Okay, so we've got 21, but it is uphill, so we're going to get less roll. And this is at max, so what I'm tempted to do here is just take off one extra backspin. Still don't think it reaches. That's what I'm going to do. My initial wind read was perfect. Anyway, we'd have taken that from the start, 22. We know it was 23 with a ridiculous 2-foot putt miss. But pretty happy with that. I hope that's of some help to anyone on many levels, whether it be chipping, putting, pitching, driving. But that's enough from Rebo today. So thank you and see you soon. Bye.